Welcome back to the channel. I'm Emma and today I'm coming at you with a little bit of a different style video. We are going to bake together and I'm actually really excited. I found a recipe for pumpkin cookies last week and I got all the ingredients and I just pulled it up today and we are going to whip them up and I'm going to show you how to make them. Or you could just follow the recipe yourself, but this could be more fun. Okay, so I found the recipe on Pinterest and it is from sharetheoven.com and this one is called, there's my cat, the best soft and chewy pumpkin cookies recipes. So we are going to make these. The only thing is, this is not the exact recipe that I found last week, so it does have a few more spices that I don't own, so we're just not gonna put those in the cookies. Okay, so when I'm gonna start baking, the first thing I need to do is make a drink. I have a homemade chai in my fridge, so we're gonna make an iced chai with, I made homemade pumpkin spice cold foam, so we're gonna make that really quick together. Okay, first thing, cup, fill it with ice. My chai is already cold, so I'm only gonna fill it like halfway with ice. And then I stored it in this Tupperware because that's all I had. Actually, it was at my mom's, but it's literally so good. So then you're just gonna pour this into the cup. Don't spill it. To like there. That's pretty good. And then I made, like I said, the homemade cold foam, which, oh my gosh, I should have filmed because it's actually the best ever. But you're just gonna take some of this and put it on top. Taste test. It's actually so good. Okay, now we're gonna get all the ingredients together. Okay, so we are going to need 1 cup of unsalted butter, softened to room temperature. Well, it's definitely in the fridge, so. Isn't it? Yeah, so I'll need 2. 2 sticks of butter. Okay. Sugar and brown sugar. I know that I also need flour, so I'm getting that out as well. 1 cup of pumpkin. I just opened this can, so I think there should still be a cup in that. And then we need vanilla, and baking soda, and salt. Cinnamon is last. Okay, ingredients are all together. Next step is to cream the butter and the sugars together. So it says to get a big bowl and beat the butter with both sugars, so regular sugar and brown sugar, until it's light and fluffy. So like 2 to 3 minutes. Let me grab my big bowl and get that together. Okay, I am gonna quick throw the butter in the microwave because it is still really cold and it's supposed to be room temperature. So in order for it to mix correctly, I'm gonna toss it in the microwave. I also am not a huge baker or chef. I don't love to do this stuff. But I want to get more into it because I've decided that whenever I'm married and have kids, I want to be a mom that has like fun treats for her kids. So we're gonna begin this journey together. Okay, so I got these in this bowl. I'm literally gonna put them in for like 15 seconds and then put them in the bowl. Okay, they are softer, I guess, I don't know. Anyways, they're going in the bowl. Then it said both sugars. Butter, 3/4 cup sugar and 3/4 cup packed light brown sugar. Okay, 3/4 cup for both. Easy enough. Okay, here is the sugar. This is what I got. Okay, now you're in a position where you can see it a little bit better. Let's pop this open. I need to buy like something to put my sugar and flour in, but I just haven't done that yet. Okay, so one of these. Okay, and then we need the same amount for brown sugar, 1/2 cup. And then we need 1/3 more. Okay, there you go.
Okay, and then it said to beat this for 2 to 3 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. I have a hand mixer. It's a KitchenAid one. But any mixer would work. And I'm not gonna film this because it's gonna be super loud. So I fear I'm doing this really wrong. So it says to beat the butter with both sugars. But like it looks so strange. Maybe I should need to trust the process, but look at it. Oh, look at it. Like you're telling me that's right? I just feel like there's no way. But I'm gonna keep going. It has not been 2 to 3 minutes yet. I'll keep you updated. Hold on. Okay, it still looks about the same, but I reread this and it just says that she feels like this is like a head start on mixing it together. So I think it looks fine. Now it says to mix in the egg, the pumpkin, and the vanilla until everything's combined. Oh my gosh, look! She says, don't worry if it looks a bit curdled at first, it'll come together. That's how it looks right now. So we're gonna mix in the egg, the pumpkin, and the vanilla. That's what's next. 1 egg, which I did not get out. 1 egg. 1 egg. 1 cup pumpkin, 1 teaspoon vanilla. So I need a cup of pumpkin, teaspoon of vanilla. I love the way vanilla smells. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, 1 cup of pumpkin. And we're gonna pop this in here. Okay, so we're gonna mix this in. So I'm gonna mix this together and I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like pre-mixture. Okay, I'm gonna mix this and then I'll let you know how it looks. Okay, it definitely does still look a little bit curdled, but definitely much better, more mixed together. So let me look at the next ingredient, or the next step, I guess. In a separate bowl, whisk together the flour, the baking soda, the salt, and the spices. The dry mix is gonna give structure. Okay. So first up, we have 2.5 cups of flour. 1, 2.5. So there's flour. Next, we've got 1 teaspoon baking soda. Here's the baking soda. 1 teaspoon baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I have this ginormous thing of salt. Okay. And then 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. And this is the only spice we're doing. It did call for 3 others in the recipe, but we don't have those. So 1. And then it says to whisk this together. We're gonna whisk this bad boy together. Whisked. I moved back to our original spot. And this says, slowly add the dry ingredients to the wet mixture, stirring just until combined. Don't overdo it or you'll toughen up the dough. I popped the dough in the fridge for 30 minutes to make scooping easier. Okay, so we're slowly gonna add this mixture into this mixture. Yeah. Okay, this is looking pretty good to me, I think. So I'm going to, I guess, just do what she says and pop it in the fridge for about 30 minutes, and I'll do all the dishes and put everything away. And then we will bake them. So we're gonna scoop them into, oh, I don't know if I have parchment paper. Okay, I'm gonna go get parchment paper. I made it back from the side quest. I live pretty close to a Dollar General. Got the parchment paper. Now we are going to do whatever is next. I have to look it back up. Next is to put them on baking sheets, but I have to preheat the oven to 350 first.
It says that they only bake for 12 to 14 minutes. I only have one baking sheet, so we're going to get that out. My mom has always had 2 baking sheets, and this is literally the moment I'm realizing why she's always had 2. Because when you take one out, they're supposed to sit for a little while, but then she can always put in the next one. But this is the only one I have, so we're gonna use what we've got. Then it says to do about table-sized spoons. Table-sized balls of dough on the parchment, about 2 inches apart, which I feel like is pretty standard. Alright, I'm putting the first batch in. These are going in for 13 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 13 minutes.
13 minutes, starting now.
Check back in 13 minutes. We're taking them out. Oh wait, they look so good. Oh, they smell so good. Yay! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move these cookies onto this plate. They actually look really good. Okay, the second tray is locked and loaded and going in the oven. Alexa, set a timer for 13 minutes. Okay, I just pulled the second batch out and I currently have the third batch in. There's enough for literally a fourth, but I want to try one while it's warm. So from the batch that just came out, I'm going to try one because I feel like we have to. Here's a close-up. Ooh, ooh. They're literally, I feel like I cooked them perfectly. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh my gosh. These are so good. They're so like fluffy. I don't know if you can tell. I feel like they'd be really good. Should I put chocolate chips in the last batch? I'm gonna put chocolate chips in the last one. I'm gonna eat so many of those. Okay, so I think I have enough for one more batch. So I'm gonna put chocolate chips in the last batch just for fun. I will say that when I was reading the like amount of cookies that it would make, it said like 24. So I don't know if I'm just making these like small, because in my mind these are like normal sized low-key big cookies, but it's making so many. So I guess I'm making them small. I don't know. Okay, I just pulled out the last batch. This is the one with chocolate on it. I do feel like out of all of the ones that I made, these seem the darkest, which makes sense, I guess, because they were the last ones. I'm gonna get these off. These ones are also funny looking because they're all different sizes. The other ones I did pretty good, making them all the same size. Not these. Anyways, W cookie making. I feel like I'm officially ready to be a mother. That's a joke. I've already decided that, well, when I was younger, my mom used to always make a ton of Christmas candy. And it was the best. So this year I'm gonna do that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. We're gonna do more baking videos coming up, so stay tuned. And yeah, let me know if you try this recipe or if you've made it before. I'd be interested to know. And if there's anything you want to see me make, let me know that as well. See you guys next time. Bye.